Here's what I have to say to our two beautiful plants. Welcome back to our spring beauties, because these are basically like our biggest Today Special of the year when it comes to plants and flowers. We always get so excited when we've got our choice of our beautiful hibiscus, our incredibly intoxicating and fragrant, gorgeous gardenia. These plants come well established. They're already been in pots. They've grown. You're looking at these about, how many years is this, 2 or 3? 2 to 3 years. This is how big they're gonna be. When you order, this is how big your plant is going. This one already has a flower on it. This is how big your plant is gonna be when you order it. They come with a braided trunk, which has to be done by hand. It's actually several plants braided into one to create an incredible array of gorgeous blossoms. If you get the hibiscus, you're gonna see orange and red and fiery pink, loaded with buds. This one that you're gonna get, this one already has 20 to 30 buds on it. That is a real flower. You're already getting gorgeous, gorgeous blossoms. If you order the gardenia, okay, I did a count. About 2/3 of the tree, over 30 buds are already on this, the one that's being delivered to your house. If you've never smelled gardenia before, you are in for a treat. It is absolutely the most intoxicating thing. They make wonderful cut flowers. Put them in a bowl of water, bring them inside, get them home. Our price today is ridiculous. That's why almost 2,000 people just ordered it in my last hour. $59.95, guaranteed 90 days. All right, if it doesn't work out for you, to get your refund or replacement, 90 days, you are going to absolutely love it. It's truly a star of the show. We're doing 5 flex, $11.99. And I have a little tip before Rochelle comes out. Get the plant food, okay? This is the plant food. It's called leaf and petal plant food. Same people that bring you the plants. There are 50 sachets of food for your plant. Put it in a bucket of water, stir it up. It'll dissolve. I always break them up just to make sure. And about once every 3 to 4 weeks, give it to your plants. It will make a huge difference. And if you buy this, there's the price. It gets you over our limit of $75, which means you're shipping on this, you're shipping on that, you're shipping on everything for the entire day. Will be absolutely free and on us when you spend $75 or more. Let me get my friend, my partner out here, Rochelle Grayer. She is joining us. She is comes down from Boston. She is all things and knows all things about plants and growing. And I will tell you, I say we outdone ourselves. We bring this back every year for a reason.
Of course we do.
It is a customer favorite.
It is.
It's not hard to grow.
No.
No matter whatever you thought about gardenias, okay, you just have to make sure you don't leave it out in freezing cold. That's pretty much it.
And that is the thing.
Yeah.
If it freezes where you live, these are gonna struggle if you plant them outside in the ground.
Right.
If it doesn't really freeze where you live, these are fine.
Mine's always been in a pot.
Yeah.
My hibiscus and my gardenia, always
Yeah.
in a pot.
And
Yep.
even though you live in a place where you could plant them in the
could plant
ground.
it outside,
You could plant
yep.
them in the ground. I do not live in that place. I have mine in a pot. I bring them in. They're like houseplants.
Sure.
Houseplants in the winter, beautiful garden plants in the summer. They love being outside. The gardenia is my, I don't know which. Actually, I was about to say this is my favorite. They're both my favorites, to be
They're
honest.
so different and
they are.
unique. I mean, one is filled with color and is like fireworks.
Yeah.
The other one is much more romantic. I even call it a sexy plant because it's those beautiful creamy flowers, that deep dark green foliage, and of course, an aroma like, there is nothing like a gardenia. And let me tell you, I love honeysuckle. I love lily of the valley. I love lilac is probably my ultimate favorite. I bought one from you guys last year. Gardenia, they're all up there.
Yeah, they
but
are.
this is one of the most popular things they even put in perfume is the oil from gardenia.
They smell amazing.
Yes.
I always imagine, like, if I were to live in Paris, I would do this. If I lived in, like, you know, the tropics, I would do that. Like, and I would love to live in either of those places. Nothing against Boston, but I love you, Boston. but these are like my transportive plants to these other places. This is so chic, so sexy, so beautiful, just so elevated, and that's what it brings to your home. If you put this out front, you're getting that, you know, high style kind of look. Like, really, like, welcome to, you know, it's like just such an upgrade.
People would buy these and spend the money and buy like 6 or 7
ones of
right,
these.
but they'll spend the money for a wedding. And they'll put 6 of these, you know, in a wedding just on the aisle so that everybody can be like, oh my gosh, what is that incredible scent? It's gardenia, everybody. $59.95. Now, I will tell you, I went online, I looked around. You're not gonna find a gardenia tree braided like this for $59 anywhere.
No.
They're double or triple that price wherever you go, and you don't know that you're gonna get this. This is what you're actually gonna get delivered in your box, is this big. It's almost 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
I'm 6 feet. This is what you get. It's not a little plant.
No.
This is, I mean, like I said, I'm 6 feet tall. This is more than half my height. It already comes in a grower's pot, okay? You're gonna wanna transfer it to a larger pot. That's the only job you really have to do, and water it. And then just feed it once in a while, because you want it to thrive. And that's really, bless you, that's really the key, Rochelle, to these is, hey, when you get it home, get it out of the box.
Get it
outside if it's nice enough.
And get it in a bigger pot.
Yeah.
Get it in a bigger pot.
Real quick, let me do the, the what do you call it?
The map?
Yeah, the map.
Yeah.
So you're all going, okay, I want it, all right? I need this thing. It's gonna be gorgeous in my house. But it's, I still got snow on the yard. So here's what happens. We know where you live based on your zip code. The red and the blue, that's up north. You're not gonna get yours delivered to your door until probably mid-April, end of May. Middle of the country, you'll see it's probably late March, middle, end of April. If you live down here where we are, California or Texas, you're gonna get this right away. You will not be charged on your credit card until your order is ready to ship.
Right.
I gotta emphasize that. You're not prepaying, you're pre-ordering. And then all of a sudden, if you live in the Dakotas and it's like all of a sudden May 1st and you're like, oh, look what just came in the mail. And it's gonna come fresh, ready to go, already well established and on its way, which is a nice thing.
Which, by the way, some of those dates really line up with Mother's Day, and as a mom, I love nothing more than to receive stuff like this from my kids. I really do. This is, and it really is a moment when you get the boxes. The boxes are big. They I'm 5'10". That box is nearly as tall as I am, and you have to kind of open the box from the side to scoot the thing out. This head. This is like 2 feet wide. It'll be kind of all put down like this. It'll unfurl. You'll be smelling those gardenias right away. I've had just one blooming in the box smelled up my whole house even before I opened the box. That's how fragrant these are. And I have to say, I love your idea of like, if you've got a wedding going on, like this is so affordable actually for the aisle decoration.
When you think about what you spend on just for roses or flowers, cut flowers.
Yeah, like this is stunning. It reminds me of Will and Kate. Remember that they got married years ago and they had the trees all the way down in Westminster Abbey, just like that, but smaller. But more
but
affordable.
It will get bigger.
No, it will get bigger. These are absolutely stunning. They make great house plants once it's time to bring them in for the season in the fall. That's what I do. I live in Boston. It gets cold, and if it gets cold where you live, both of these plants are gonna need to come inside. They're not happy being frozen like we get up in New England. So bring them in. They're lovely house plants. They're just green, and this foliage, I mean, I love this. Both of them have really great foliage. They're different though. This one's a really shiny, kind of waxy, very pretty, whereas that
This is more dressy, this is more tropical.
More tropical.
But I will tell you this, all right? The gardenia, we were not able to get as many gardenia as we were able to get hibiscus.
Sold out.
I've got about 5,000 left of the hibiscus, which is not a lot. I'm down to almost 1,000 left of the gardenia. So if you want the gardenia, and remember, you're gonna get a plant as big as that, I would be ordering that right now. Get the plant food to go with it, and you'll get free shipping on both of them, okay? If you order the plant food, you will get free shipping because that gets you over the $75, so everything in your carton, and not just free shipping on that, anything else that you bought, your cart will all of a sudden show that you have no shipping to pay once you spend that $75. But get it home. Did you know that you're gonna get every color of the flower? It's interesting because there's hibiscus down there where it's just red, or it's just yellow, or it's just orange. Because we've braided it, you're getting like 3 plants in one. You're getting all those colors. You're getting that beautiful fuchsia, that incredible orangey mango color, little hints of yellow, deep, deep red. And the beauty, what I love about my hibiscus, and I'll tell my hibiscus story one more time. So I got my hibiscus from my friend Doug, who got me my hibiscus 4 years ago, okay? He said, I want you to try it, get it home, get it home. This is when we just started our gardening shows. I loved it. So we just recently had that crazy near-miss hurricane that hit a lot of us. But it was too heavy because mine got so big because it was so healthy. It was in a giant pot, so I pushed it in a corner. I was like, I'm gonna surround it with furniture. I'm gonna pray that it gets through the hurricane. When I got back, it had toppled over, the clay pot had shattered, and it just looked beat up. And so I was like, you know what? I've had it for 4 years. I'll just buy another one because I know we have a Today Special coming up. So I took that plant and I threw it behind some hedges. About a month and a half ago, I went back there. It was leaning against the side. It was growing.
Yep.
I haven't watered it. Rochelle, it was in its root ball. It had no soil on it. It was starting to try to take root.
Yeah.
So I replanted it in my yard, and it had a flower on it 2 days ago. So
Fantastic.
That goes to show you how tough they can be.
They are tough.
Now, I live in Florida, and Rochelle has said, if you live in an area where you have freezing and stuff like that, just bring it in. It can be an indoor plant. You're gonna. Yeah. I like mine in a pot anyway.
I like it. I prefer that as well. Honestly, I do.
Yeah.
And I love the shape this popsicle shape is so versatile in the garden because you can, not just have plants down low where we think of like plants in the ground. No, you have them right up here at eye level, at nose level.
Right.
It's so much easier. And there's still room down below to put something else. So if you want to play around with that, we were talking about with Ty, the Thriller, Filler, Spiller. You don't even need all of that. You could just get, this is the Thriller. You can get a filler or a spiller. And I just want to say, we just offered, and this is my favorite combination of the show. This is what I plan to do. Look at this. You put this morning glory vine right down there at the bottom, and you've got that blue and white. I mean, that to me is the most sophisticated, pretty, look at that.
And that morning glory, Rochelle, you could plant that in a circle around it.
You can absolutely plant it.
Because it's going to crawl a little bit.
It is. It will cover the base. We have ivy in the bottom here on the studio. Just replace it with the morning glory vine. It's absolutely stunning. That's such an elevated look, the blue and the white. So unique.
You made 2 purchases, and now you have your own little garden out there. And I also like, we were talking about pot and putting it, leaving it in a pot. Well, when you get it home, put it in a big pot. And I mean, it comes in the pot that it comes in. You're gonna want a pot that's about that big, okay? About this big.
Yes, I go 16 inches.
16 inch.
16 in diameter.
You're gonna want that because it does grow, and you don't wanna have to keep transplanting it. So I would rather have it a big pot and have it grow into it than the opposite. So make sure you do that. But as we said, this is a year-round plant. Okay, you can have this out in the summer and the warmer months, as long as those last, and that could be months and months and months.
Yeah.
And then if you live up in Connecticut or Boston, wherever you live up north, bring it inside. Just make sure it gets a little light from time to time. That's really all that you need to do. You can trim it back. It may go a little dormant, but then it will come back.
It will come back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a matter of come back like it looks dead or anything.
No.
It's just going dormant in the sense that you're not going to get blooms all winter.
Right.
Now
you just have a beautiful greenery.
You just have beautiful greenery.
Yeah.
I want to say something else, though. Last night before I went on, we started this at midnight, as we do all the TSs. I posted on my Instagram pictures of our hibiscus at the nursery, just a big cart. I love that view of the big carts. We have big carts of these hibiscus everywhere with thousands of them to send out to you. But people were commenting, this is our 3rd year. They know it's coming because we sell out. And when they're gone, they are gone. And there were people who were like, I have to get this right now because I didn't get it last year, and I'm so annoyed about it. Like, I need to make sure I get mine.
I look forward to
that's
this
what's
day
happening right now.
with you all the time because we have steadily built our gardening business here. It wasn't easy in the beginning. When you start a business or a category in a business, you have to develop relationships with growers and vendors and all this stuff, and it takes a while. And we finally are there where we can get beautiful things. We get better varieties. We have the best quality in leaf and petals, so we know that you're going to be happy. We have the warranties, so you know it's going to grow. We supply you with the food. It just works. And it's funny because a lot of our customer are empty nesters, or kids are grown, and they're like, they miss caring for something. They miss having something on a daily basis that makes them smile. Because our kids move away. My kid's been in college. He's finally graduated. You know where he's going? Well, he's moving back home. So, but hey, it's because I took good care of him. And I'll tell you, this is going to be so rewarding for you, all right? If you can just afford one little splurge today, I would give yourself this, because think about on a beautiful summer afternoon or morning, and you come out and a brand new flower or 2 or 3 has popped on your gardenia, or even moreover on your hibiscus, because remember, hibiscus flowers only last 1 day. They do. And then another one comes and another one comes. It's actually one of my favorites, kind of a romantic thing. It's like it shows all its beauty in 1 day and then it goes away. When they finally close at evening time, I wait till the next morning, I pull them off, and I just recycle them right in the soil, in the pot. I kind of like that whole sort of, where it came from.
It kind of mulches, actually. Helps keep the moisture in there. It's a good idea.
It's fantastic. And I will tell you, it is a very rewarding thing. You're looking at a close-up of the beautiful gardenia flowers. What my son's girlfriend Lily likes to do, and I mentioned it in the last hour, is she'll take 1 or 2 of the flowers. You don't need a lot.
Nope.
And you take a little bowl, clear bowl of water, and you just lay them with the bud side up, obviously, and the little green part down, and put them in a bathroom, put them in your living room, put them in your dining area. The entire room is going to smell like gardenia because they are that powerful.
There's only 3, oh no, we have 4. Four open blooms here.
I
this whole set, oh no, there's a 5th one there. This whole set smells amazing right now. Absolutely amazing. There's hardly any even in bloom here. But I would just say too, you know, with your idea of taking the blooms off and putting them in the vase, these the same thing, pull them off, put them in the vase. In the bottom there, those discarded blooms still smell really great. Even after they're drying, they really last a long time.
When she puts them in a bowl, they last about 3 days, 2 to 3 days.
They do.
They start to turn a little brown,
but
and then you know it's
time.
amazing
still.
They actually get a little stronger as they get kind of ripe, I will say.
Yeah.
But it's a whole
in a good
unique.
way. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
No, it is good.
And I'll tell you, it's not. I love the scent because, all right, listen, I'm a guy, but I mean, it's not perfumey like girly.
Well, and it's not, it's like good, you know, like I can always, I love candles, but sometimes,
you know, I make candles, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I did. I love candles. I love candles.
I will get you
but
one.
But some of the scents get a little heavy-handed.
Yeah.
This is, you know, this is the scent you're trying to achieve with a candle.
Right.
But it's natural, and it's just coming right from the source,
And you can adjust it by the number of flowers that you bring in. If you want it a little stronger, if you're having people over and you want to put it in the powder room, that would be a great idea. Natural deodorizer in there, and it smells like perfume. So we're kind of, sorry to stick my big head in the shot there. We're focusing a lot on gardenia. We probably should switch back over to hibiscus just because I've only got, how many left, Andre? 750, something like that?
Ooh, getting low.
700.
Ooh.
Those could sell out in this airing. I mean, they really, really could. My first tree that I ever bought, or ever got, because I'll be totally honest, it was a sample that was given to me. When we first started our garden show, it was a hibiscus. I put it out in I bought a pot, you know, actually, I made the mistake of not buying a big enough pot and I had to repot it. So I bought even a bigger pot.
I remember those pictures of
that. That has given me more pleasure. And not only just me, but my family, when my mom comes by, she's like, oh, that hibiscus outside. Because, I mean, think about it. You may live in a place where they don't have hibiscus, right? Or they're not growing wild somewhere. This will grow anywhere, as long as, like we said, if you have freezes, you bring it inside. But you can grow wherever you have hot sun. You can grow this.
These are so great. I put these in containers at the top of my driveway. I have these big container gardens, lots and lots of pots everywhere. But no matter how many other things I put with however many blooms those other things may have, this is always the star of the show. This is always the thing, you know, somebody, as soon as somebody comes up the driveway and walks in my house, they are asking me, what is that thing out there on the driveway? You know, the one with the big, beautiful flowers. And that is always this hibiscus tree, which I want to point out, the way we get the big combination of 3 colors, the red, the pink, and the orangey yellow, is it's actually 3 trees, and we're braiding it together, it's planted together, it's grown together. This braid that goes, you know, all the way up here. This is hard to achieve, actually. This is some real artisanship that goes into getting this stem to have this really sophisticated look. You've probably seen some of the other standards, the lollipop trees that we have when they have a single stem. They look really pretty, and I love them, but they're not like, I mean, this is a whole nother level.
It's very decorative.
It's very decorative. It gives more weight to it. It's not so spindly looking.
You know, mine's still braided.
Stunning.
You know, you would think, because it doesn't have the tie anymore that trains it at the top.
You don't need it,
You take that off when you get it. And mine's still, the one that I try to beat up so many times, it just keeps on living. That thing is still braided. It's still producing beautiful flowers. It was so fun, because I tell you, 2 days ago, it hadn't flowered yet, but then we've had cooler weather here. It's got 2 flowers on it right now. I feel like,
I'm amazed, but not amazed.
It went through a hurricane, outdoors. I threw it away, and it came back to life. I was shocked. Now, granted, we're Florida, so we do get more regular warm weather here, sunny weather. Don't worry about that. You have 90 days to get it home. I know once you open it up out of that box, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. I can't believe it. I'm gonna tell you one more time, because I really like what this does for you. First of all, it's called Leaf and Petal Plant Food. They're little purple, really cool. They're little purple sachets, and they have everything that you need to feed your plant. Your plants need food, all right? They need water, but they need food. You only do this about once every 3-4 weeks. That's all you do, but do it. When you buy this, it makes the shipping and handling on everything that you buy today free if you get the Today Special.
Such a good
because
deal.
then you're over our $75. So if you get the today's special, get the plant food. It gives you free shipping. It almost pays for itself. Okay, so get that home. And it really is. You know, I'm not this. You know, I didn't go to gardening school or camp or anything like that. I'm not like this lady who knows so much more. But I learned as I went, and I listened as I went to Rochelle, because she's a great teacher as well, and Doug and all these guys. You got to give them a little food once in a while. They're like your children, right? You raise them, you grow them. Unlike your kids, which you have to feed 3 times a day and change them and all that crud. You don't have to do that. You just have to get out there and water every once in a while. And your watering schedule really depends on where you live as well. I water a little bit more because it's hot here in Florida.
Right.
But if you live in an area where you get a lot of rain.
I watered these, in New England. We do get rain in the summer. I watered these a couple times a week. And they were in pots this size, 16-inch pots.
I probably do 4 times, 3 or 4 times a week for me.
So, and as far as the plant food, I tend to do that about once a month. I could do it twice a month.
Sure.
But even still, that's gonna last. One of those sachets does like a gallon. So, a gallon is more than enough. A gallon will really, kind of cover a couple of them. So, that thing is gonna last you. That thing is gonna last you, that container, at least a year, if not 2 years. They last a long time.
I love looking at it on our set because we don't have a lot of other color on the set today other than Rochelle, who's in her bright green. But we don't, but what I want, we kind of do that as a reason. We want to show you that just adding one beautiful piece can make all the difference. Look at that front porch. Wouldn't you like to be sitting on that front porch with a cup of coffee in the morning? Wouldn't you like to be there in the evening with your glass of wine or whatever beverage you prefer, iced tea, and just sitting outside? Look, you can get the mailbox. I mean, it is
simple.
It's so Americana, and it's just so beautiful to be able to have that. And you deserve this. I don't like when people, I hear people be like, well, it's $59. I'm like, really? Don't talk yourself out of that.
Yeah,
you deserve it. And not only that, it's not like you went out to dinner. You get to enjoy this for years.
You do. Well, even if you just enjoyed it for one season, I mean, every single day you're getting new
If this was a 1 year, I'd still buy it.
Exactly.
Because I want that for a year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is such a treat. A really beautiful thing. That smell is just amazing, whichever one you choose.
We're almost out of time, so real quick, remember, here's how you order. Decide which one or both that you want. Get the plant food. Remember, you're not going to be charged until we ship it out to you. We ship at different times of the season in the springtime because some of you still living up where it's cold. We'll ship it to you when it's your season to grow or to leave it outside, okay? So and you won't be charged until that time. So get it home while you can. $11.99 gets it home. We're starting to call last call on the Gardenia, so if you want that, grab it quick. Yeah. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
So good to see you.
Soon.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
I know. I'll be eating some corned beef a little bit later.
Guinness.
Hey, that's my girl. Hey, the spinners were so popular in our first